Yo, Caleb, I think this podcast thing here is starting.
I'm eating my Fruit Loops.
How do Fruit Loops tie in with the American dream?
Well, they're sweet and they make you happy. The American dream makes you happy.
I see your point. So what's your take on the American dream?
Well, I guess it could be like showing courage and always trying your hardest, like to gain more benefits in your life. Like a good example of that could be like my grandfather. Like when he was young and everything, he served in the Korean War, right? And a perfect example of that timeline there could be when he got his Purple Heart. Yeah, he got it by saving his buddy out in the front lines. Like he was moving his buddy out of the enemy fire, but by the time he got to the rest of the company, his buddy was already dead. But he still gained the Purple Heart at the end because he showed measurements beyond duty or something like that. But yeah, he was a perfect example of that because he showed that if you have courage and if you always try your hardest, you'll end up with a good life. Because after the war, he came home and he got lots and lots of kids and a wife. I mean, lots of kids, yeah. And really, that's my take, really.
Well, my take on it is that it's not really a dream, or a single idea. It's a lifestyle that you can live. Now, I think that there are 2 or 3 versions of it that people think of right away. There is, you go to school, get your work done, go to college, get your degree, get a job, get a wife, have kids, and then you have a wonderful life. But now it's like, I don't know how to explain this. Where you can do all the things that the old version does, but you won't get all those benefits. You'll have to work twice as hard to get half as far as you would back in the old days because our economy isn't crashing. My brother knows this, even though he's in 5th grade. So, Caleb, how do you think about that?
Well, I don't think it's really about like the money or anything. It can just be more about being with your family and everything, not being alone. Like that's my main personal view of it. But do you live the American dream? Like are you happy with your family and everything?
I am happy with my family and all, but sometimes, even though they do make me mad, I do appreciate them. Like,
Maybe they make you mad because they love you.
that's not possible. Well, even though they do make me mad and they do love me, it's kind of awkward to think about this because you don't think about this all the time. You mainly just think about, oh, what's on TV, or oh, I need to go on YouTube, or oh, I need to go on Facebook and Twitter for the 20th time today. So, that's what I think it is. So, Caleb, do you live the American dream also?
Yes, I do. That's as much I can say. I mean, every time I go home, I'm greeted with my mother and my 2 siblings that always like hug my legs and just they look so happy, and it makes me happy. And even when I go to school, I still live the American dream because of all my friends and all their support. And the school itself is actually pretty good when you think about it. And yeah, I live the American dream. I love my life.
So when I think of the American dream, the first 2 people that come to my mind are my grandpa Chuck and my great grandma. My great grandma lives in Iowa City, Iowa. She's awesome. She is hilarious. Don't get her mad because she'll call you a fathead. So, yeah. And she told me that when she was growing up, TVs were a rarity. If you had a TV, you were really living the high life. But now that I think about it, if you have a TV, I mean, everyone usually has a TV nowadays. Is that not true, Caleb?
Yeah, it's true.
But my grandpa served in Vietnam. He doesn't like talking about that. I mean, but every time I go over to his house, him and I pull out 22, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, you name it, and then we shoot at cans and stuff. And occasionally we'll go squirrel hunting because he doesn't like it when they bore into his house. So, yeah, we usually eat pretty good while we're up there. And he says that the American dream is having courage and just being who you are. Being yourself. Don't try copying people. Just because something's in the trend doesn't mean you have to do it. Like my grandpa said, he wore turtlenecks in the summer for some odd reason. So, Caleb, do you have anyone else who you interviewed that really portrays the American dream?
Well, I guess my dad, because Like, I always ask him if he loves his life and how his life is going, because
Had a really
back
tough
then in the
life.
past,
Back
he
then
had
when
when
he
he was a kid, he didn't really have that good of a life, because, what's going on? Okay, it was also kind of hard for him, because he says that he had, like, a lot of brothers and sisters, but, well, really, it's more of the nowadays thing, like, when his mom broke up, and I'm thinking about what to say. Hang on. Okay. Well, right now his life is really good. You know, he's living the American dream because you know he's got a wife. You know, he's got me like a child. You know, we're living in a nice house, and you know life isn't that bad. You know, he's laid off right now. He's probably at home playing video games because you know nothing else really to do because of the weather. But yeah, he should be living the American dream. What about your parents, Chuck?
Oh well, my mom works at Kiwani, which is getting shut down very sadly. So she's looking for a job right now. But my dad, he works at Point Beach, which is still standing strong, which is awesome. So,
But is your mom having any luck finding a job?
she's found a few jobs, but some of them just don't get enough pay to get us to go on the big vacation we usually have in summer.
Well, I mean, as long as you guys are with each other or something.
Yeah, I suppose so. Next up. Wait, what? Oh wait, I think it's over 6 minutes, Caleb.
Okay, so we're done? Alright. Wait. Oh man, my Fruit Loops. They're soggy.
I'll get you some Cheerios. Okay?
Okay. Wait, I don't like Cheerios.
This podcast is dedicated to Richard Arnold, who passed away on Monday morning. He had a heart attack, and he was a friend, a mentor, and one of the biggest people I noticed the American dream in.